and a normal length at birth, maybe 10% more, in addition to the low weight, there may be problems in the development of the baby. Babies with growth problems, they can include the following: poor conditions or balance specifics. I was wondering if you could work with others as a congregant. Babies with growth problems, they can include learning disabilities. I was wondering if the word gets into you. Babies with growth problems can include short attention span. I was wondering if you could sit through a service, or do you have to go to the toilet 4 times while I preach? Babies with growth problems, they can include behavioral activities that requires coordination of the eyes and the hands. For example, catching a ball or coping simply with drawings. Decrease hearing possibilities and need glasses. I was wondering if you could see the church's vision. Do you have growth problems? Walking, moving. Babies with growth problems includes moving problems. They walk one-sided. I was wondering if you walk more on the world side than God's side. I was wondering if you walk more on the side of the negative people than on the visionary side. I was wondering if you have walking problems. Babies with growth problems, they can include frequent aching back problems. I was wondering who's scratching your back after the service. I was wondering I was wondering if you want to get well. Because there was a man at the pool of Bethesda for 38 years. I noticed something very specific about God's question, do you want to get well? I also noticed that the man did not answer God's question. He said, I'm laying here for 38 years. I was wondering, when the preacher asked you if you want to get well, are you also saying, I'm saved for 38 years, you can teach me nothing? I was wondering. Another way of asking, do you want change? Do you want to get well? Jesus asked. He's actually asking, do you want change? He's actually asking a question, do you want transformation? Do you want transformation? Do you want transformation? Do you want to get well? In other words, do you want to change? In other words, do you want to transform? I have noticed that years of service makes people puffed up. The longer they are saved, the less they involve. There's a concern about this continuous development. It seems as if we have in the 21st century a congregation that's stuck at the egg stage. I've long passed the stage where I thought or know or observe that somebody that's saved for 10 or 12 years are impressive. I don't think they are. I think my concern is more on the mere fact that you are not building on the solid rock, but on sand. My concern is the first thing I do when I meet you, I try to establish your building structure. The first thing is, when I shake your hand, I try to find out if you're an egg, a worm in a cocoon, or are you a butterfly? What's your transformation? Today I'd like to address one of the core values, which is transformation. It's a nice ring if you think of it. Transformation. It's a nice ring when you think of it. Transformation. Where's the youth of last night? Transformation. You see, transformation is a nice ring, but it comes with a price. You see, it's easy to say, I'd love to pray like him, but it takes you to the closet. It takes a price to let you pray like him. What does that mean? It means, in transformation, it means that when it comes to a relationship with God, we're not satisfied with just maintaining the status quo. Transformation comes with a price. It means we're not content to continue year after year with the same ideas. In 2 Corinthians 3:18, and we who with unveiled faces, all reflects to the Lord's glory, are being transformed into His likeness, with ever increasing glory, with ever increasing, with continue increasing glory, which comes from the Lord, who is the Spirit. We are being transformed into the likeness of Christ. I like the way the New Living Translation renders this verse. As the Spirit of the Lord works with us, we become more and more like Him. More and more. More and more. Egg to worm. Worm to cocoon. Cocoon to butterfly. More and more. The longer people are saved, the full of nonsense. There's no more and more.